Hey guys, it's Pink Vapor Gaming, and we are going to be doing a deck analysis. So recently I've been trying to play a little bit more competitively. This deck is more of a fun deck. It is standard, so you can use it in standard competition. It's a little bit more tricky to use. It's a mill deck. We are going to be working with Houndoom EX. So this card right here, and I can explain the deck here in just a moment. So I played this deck in a standard tournament. I did not lose to it. I did lose to the games afterwards, but I thought it was a really cool deck. I enjoyed Wailord, the Wailord mill deck. If any of you guys are familiar with that, new players may not. It was really fun to play, really hard to beat, but I think this isn't as good as Wailord. That's what I'm trying to say, but it's pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get cracking to it. So this deck is just like a mill deck. There's not a lot of these in Pokemon. This is a standard deck. So it's going to be a Houndoom EX deck, okay? I just also happen to have all full arts. We're going to be running 4 of these. Okay, so in the Pokemon TCG game, once you draw your last card from your deck, you get to play through your turn. Your opponent gets another turn, and when it comes back to you and you can no longer draw your card, then the game's over. And then you automatically win. So the objective is to get your opponent's whole deck into their discard. So, as we see here, our Houndoom, we are not going to really use the second attack. It's mainly on this first attack. Melting Horn, discard the top 2 cards from your opponent's deck. So every time you use this attack, they discard 2 from the top of their deck, which is it's a kind of a longer game when you play a mill deck, but since you're discarding 2 cards when you're using this all the time, it kind of goes by a little bit faster, unlike Wailord, where it's more of a waiting game. Grand Flame, you're only going to use the second attack if you absolutely has to. Pretty much it just takes a fire energy from your graveyard and you can put it onto one of your bench Pokemon. So we're going to run 4 of these Houndoom EXs. Those are going to be our first 4 Pokemon. So for our next Pokemon, we're going to have 4 Bunnelbees, okay? So with these Bunnelbees, it has, I don't know if you're going to be able to read it on the camera, it's called Barrage, okay? So pretty much with Barrage, you can attack twice. So we are going to be using Burrow twice. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. So generally, pretty much we're throwing this in here, so when they knock out a Houndoom, they take 2 prize cards. With the Bunnelbee, they're only going to take 1. Also, kind of generally down here, Roadhiller, shuffle a card from your discard back into your deck. This is also, to help thicken your deck, just in case you absolutely need something, so you have an item card where you can go and grab it, so we're not going to really too much worry about this, but again, you're discarding 2 cards with Burrow. So, our next one, we're running a 2-2 line for Garbodor. So we're going to have 2 Trubbish, and then we're going to have 2 Garbodors. Okay, so Garbodor is only going to stay on your bench. It's going to be used for Garbotoxin. So pretty much as long as there's a Pokemon tool attached to it, like all Pokemon in play have no abilities. Okay, so that comes in handy when you're going against some of these other decks in Standard. And we're going to add 2 Shaman EXs, and just a side note, make sure you play these before you put down your Garbodor, otherwise they're just useless, because we're throwing Shamans in here for setup. I'm pretty sure everybody knows, but if you're new, setup pretty much allows you to draw as many cards until you have, I believe, 6 in your hand. So, there goes our Pokemon. Alright, so we'll move on to supporters. So for our supporters, we are going to use Team Rocket's Handiwork. We're going to run 3 of these, okay? So with Team Rocket's Handiwork, you're going to flip 2 coins, and for every heads, you're going to discard 2 cards. So they can most likely be discarding 4 cards, 4, 5, 6, with either Bunnelbee or Houndoom. So that is some great support we have there. So we're also going to be running 3 Pokemon Center ladies. Okay, these are also supporters. Heal 60 damage in all special conditions of one-year Pokemon. This is going to help a lot to keep our Houndooms and Bunnelbees alive for longer. You know, just to be able to, like, you know, we have it set up. Alright, so next we're going to run 1 Pokemon Ranger. This is, I feel like, very staple in most standard decks. Remove all effects of attacks for your turn. So, I mean, it's just pretty standard, pretty explanatory, you know, just, again, getting through a lot of those things in standard. And I think a lot of people are going to end up running Jolteon EX, which is, you know, pretty much blocks out any basic Pokemon damage. Alright, we're going to run 1 Delinquent, okay? And I know this isn't, I think this is a very underplayed card. I really enjoy it. It's discard a stadium card in play if you do your opponent discards 3 cards from his or her hand. This can be very annoying. A lot of these decks play, what am I trying to say, stadiums, like Mega Rayquaza, they play, what, Parallel City, a lot of these Vileplume decks play Forest of Plants, so that is also really annoying, especially when you're discarding cards from your hand all the time. So for our last of our support is Team Flare Grunt. Again, it's pretty annoying. Discard an energy card attached to your Pokemon's active Pokemon. This can help in a lot of situations, can slow it down, especially if it's double colorless. Woo. Alright, so there we go for our supporters. Let's make a little more room here. Let's just put our supporters off here to the side. I will also write a deck list in the actually, you know what, I'll just post a link to it to a Google Doc. How about that? That'll probably make everything a lot easier. I went up against this deck for fun after a tournament with a friend, and I really enjoyed it, especially since I enjoyed Wailord for so long. Alright, so for our item cards, of course, for VS Seekers, just in case if we need any more of these supporters, especially the Pokemon Center lady, and maybe to speed things up, Team Rocket's handiwork, depends how well you're doing in the game. So we have 4 VS Seekers. We are also going to run 4 Ultra Balls, mainly for those Houndooms or Bunnelbees, whatever's necessary. If I need draw support, Shaman, or if I'm really having a problem with ability, I can always get Garbodor. But really, these are more for the mill aspect of the deck. Another thing to help us heal are these max potions. Okay, so these max potions are really helpful and also kind of annoying to use. They heal everything, all damage from the Pokemon, except you have to discard all energy attached to the Pokemon, which is not that big of a deal because they both take 1 energy, and it's really easy to set back up again. But I guess it's not too bad. We are also going to be running 4 Fighting Fury Belts to bulk up our Houndoom and Bunnelby, mainly our Houndoom, just because it'll be able to last longer, Bunnelby if it's absolutely necessary. Plus I believe, yeah, it does 10 more damage, you know, if you ever end up using Grand Flame. Professor's Ladder, just to grab our energy real quick. We have 2 bursting balloons. So bursting balloons you attach for through your opponent's next turn. Pretty much, you believe it's doing 60 damage. At this point, I haven't played this deck in a while. So pretty much, yeah, 6 damage counter. So yeah, it is 60. So if they attack your Pokemon, they get 60 damage counters on it. I mean, it can stall out. Leave this, you know, good for another turn, this for another turn. All depends. And then over here we have a Super Rod just in case if I need any more basic or energy in my thing. You know, if I need to grab another Bunnelby, another Houndoom. Again, whatever I need. And then we also have 4 puzzles at a time. A lot of people aren't really necessarily a big fan of these cards. I absolutely love these. Again, if I know one of them's prize, say I do have 3, I can grab 2 of anything in my discard, go right to my hand, or if I just use 1, I can always stack my deck just in case if I need something like right away to like get something going. So I love those. So 4 puzzles at a time. And then last for our items, for trainer's mail, just again to grab anything we need over here for supporters or items to speed things along. Now last for energy, I only run 7 energy. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 energy in this deck. I know it doesn't sound like a lot. It's a little intimidating, but if you think about it, you have trainer's mail to get your professor's letter. If anything gets discarded, you have Grand Flame, Rotiller. You have Puzzles of Time. I mean, with this deck, you're going to be stalling a lot, discarding. So again, you have more stall over here from Team Flare Grunt. So again, this deck is pretty easy to play. It's really fun. It's not that expensive, I mean, other than the shamans, but it's really fun. It's one of my favorite. And again, I played Magic a little bit beforehand. I really enjoyed mill decks. So I hope you guys have fun with this. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. That was one of many deck analysis to come. If you guys have any more video ideas or decks you want to see get breakdown or torn apart, go ahead, leave it in the comments. I do have a Twitter here now. I'm going to be posting a lot of updates and everything right throughout here. I'm going to be, going to leagues. I'll be doing some live videos. I'm going to be taking videos of tournaments I'm in. So please stay tuned. Give me a comment of a video you want to see and your favorite Pokemon. Alright, so one more time. Subscribe, follow Twitter, comment below favorite Pokemon and video you want to see. And I will see you guys next video. Alright, bye-bye.